We did it, y'all. We completed a year of a project pan. I can't believe we did this. I did this. You encouraged me to do this through your views of this project. So, hello, my name is Trin. Welcome back to my channel. Like I just said, today is the finale of the Deck of Panning Project Pan update. Yes, we made it to the finale. Yes, I can take a month break of at least panning for this project. The other project, I think we're going to keep it ongoing, may use it up a little bit. But today is all about Deck of Panning. This video, this series, this project was created by the lovely Emily and Max. Sometimes I have her videos linked down below, sometimes I don't. I'm really bad at that. She stole it. She got permission to take the idea from a booktube reading tube YouTube channel. So that's where she got the inspiration from. I just latched on to the Deck of Panning project, where this is a convoluted project pan centered around a deck of cards and a game board. You draw 5 cards and then each card is designated towards a prompt on the panning or on the game board, and you just play along and you pick your own products based on the prompts. So we have finally wrapped this up. Give this video a like, a dislike, subscribe. Let's go ahead and get rolling. Notebook front and center so I can see what is that. I didn't even grab my glasses. I meant to. Okay, so where are we? Okay, so I drew I think a couple months ago the Queen of Diamonds, which was pink space. I chose 7 of spades and I randomized the letter F, so I went in with the Fenty Gloss stick in the shade Fenty Glow, I think. Spice Cold. I was totally off. Spice Cold. So my goal for this, which is the most underwhelming, my goal was to use this 20 times, and as of today, I've used it 14 times. So I did not reach my goal on this, but I'm not too upset because my original thought process with this item was that when I drew it into this project, it was really new to my collection. It's only been out for a few months, and so I really wanted to take my time getting to know this product for my tier ranking, which I should be filming today or tomorrow, I don't know, but was to get my final thoughts on this. And I can tell you that I really like it a lot. It is a beautiful glossy lipstick. It's easy to reapply. It's a smidge drying, and it gets kind of gross. Like, I don't know, it doesn't happen to every single one of my lipsticks, but it gets like the texture of my lips, like dead skin cells, it's really gross, onto the lipstick, and then it's just not the smoothest, easiest to glide on. So that's my nitpick. It doesn't happen to all of my lip products, so I wonder if it's just because it's such a glossy formula. I don't know, but I love the color. I love the formula itself. But because of that nitpick, it's not like a 2016 Holy Grail. But it is still incredibly good. My brain is like, oh, you enjoy this so much, you should pick up other shades. I specifically picked this shade because it's a brown lip, and that's why I really enjoy it. Does my brain want to pick out a cool toned mauve? Abso-freaking-lutely. But I'm really content with this lipstick, so even though I haven't reached my usage goal on this for this project, I still did get at least part of my goal reach, which was to figure out this formula. Granted, I don't take it with me to work because I still prefer a lip oil to apply throughout the day than a glossy lipstick. So there's another little qualm with it. Next was 2 of Hearts brand. You own the nope, we already did that. We already rolled it out. I'm referencing from my Deck of Panning sheet from October. I just keep building onto that same page. So I actually brought into 2 of Hearts from Deck of, I drew in the fountain. I drew in the Fenty Gloss Bomb stick in October. So this I also drew in October, which was King of Clubs that has pan, and I drew in the Kaleidos Contour Trio. My goal was to use up the bronzer in here. I did not do that. I did a really bad job of tracking how many uses I've done this. In this, like on my sheet of paper, I've used this, so on my sheet of paper, I've used this 24 times. I've used this way more than 24 times. Way more. Probably closer to 40 times with this bronzer. So I'm definitely off on that. But also, like, a side goal for this was I told myself that once I use up the bronzer, the next goal is to hit pan on the contour, which we did. We hit pan on the contour. So goal, use up the bronzer, then I will justify repurchasing this entire thing because I do really miss the finishing powder out of here. I used this up way earlier in the year. So I figured justifying repurchasing it after using up 2/3 of the product is good. This is just a great neutral bronzer. It's so good. It is the only bronzer on my cheeks today. Yes, I did blush and highlighter, but it's just a nice cool tone moment. It adds a little bit of warmth, but it still has that contouring effect. So I really enjoy the Kaleidos bronzer. I'm going to roll it into my year-long project pan in January so I can continue like tracking usage progress on it. So I'm going to take a month of not taking pictures on it, or I shouldn't do that. I'm going to do stuff with it. I'm not giving up on the bronzer. I still plan on using it up in 2025. Next was I put it away was Two of Clubs, which was a pencil. I chose the e.l.f. Cream Gel, or is it just Cream Glide? Yeah, it's just the e.l.f. Cream Glide lip liner in the berry shade. I cannot read what the shade is called. I think it's called like Plum and Get It. It's Plum something. So my goal for this lip liner was just to use it 5 times. And the reason why I was specifically focusing on that is because I had my ColourPop Fresh Kiss lip stain. It's over there in the shade Tutti Frutti. So I was really using this lip liner with that lip stain. Spoilers, I also hit my usage goal for my rolling project pan project. But this is a beautiful, comfy lip liner. I love a cool berry lip for this time of year, so I was really playing into that. So I hit my 5 usage goal on that. King of Hearts was hit pan, and this was really easy for me to do because I wanted an easy roll out, roll in. I chose a Super Shock, which was ColourPop Hydro Pump, and it took me literally 1 use to hit pan on this. With the Pokemon Collection Super Shocks. Okay, Super Shocks in general are very creamy, very emollient. The Pokemon Collection ones take it to a whole new level. Like, I could probably just do a swatch. If I swatched it, let's just do a swatch so I can show y'all. Like, if you swatch this hard enough without even ever using the product, you probably could have hit pan on it. Look at that beautiful blue. Beautiful, beautiful blue. So just, it's so creamy. It's so emollient. Where this, I knew, I was going to guess it was going to be like 2 or 3 uses. No, I hit my goal on 1 use and then I just called it good. I am definitely going to use this again soon because I'm into that icy cold girl makeup trend. But in this project, it literally only took me 1 use, so... Got straight hairs. I keep messing with my hair because I don't like it in the viewfinder. Lastly, I drew 8 of Clubs, which was eyeshadow. And I also brought in something incredibly new to my collection. Where is the last one? I covered it up. So I literally, like the day or 2 prior to filming my November update, I purchased the e.l.f. Fine as Fleck glitter eyeshadows, and I bought 4 of them because I am a clown. So my goal essentially for this was to just use all of them 1 time, and I did that. So like 4 times usage, I technically used them 5 times because I used, so what is on my eyes? I used the discontinued e.l.f. No But Shadow Stick. This line is not discontinued. This shade is discontinued. It is the shade Stellar. And look at this like very light champagne color. Very light. So I thought, oh my goodness, this would be a perfect bright something all over the lids, and I don't know if it was because of the glitter primer, because you definitely need to use a glitter primer with these products. Definitely. I swatched them in the last update and it was just so underwhelming, but mentioning the last update, mentioning now, watched a Jen Phelps review on these, and so she's just swatched them with her bare fingers, and then she swatched them on top of a glitter primer, and it made the world's difference. Absolute world's difference. So I don't know if it's because I just use a glitter primer that deepened the color, because when I use it as an inner corner highlight, which I originally used it as an inner corner highlight, it was very bright, very poppy. I did not do that today. I used a highlighter for my inner corner. But it just went so dark, and I don't know why that happened. My only clue is the glitter primer. You could probably get away. I feel like with these, you definitely need to use a brush because you will get hard pan like immediately, which I don't like about these shadows, because I don't like using brushes if I don't have to. I really freaking don't. That's just my personal eyeshadow preference. Face brushes, absolutely all day, every day, use them. But when it comes to eye brushes, if I can avoid using eyeshadow brushes, I'm going to. With these, you definitely need to really dig into the pan and then apply it, which is kind of annoying. But also, I nearly dig into the pan with like every shimmer eyeshadow, because I'm afraid of hard pan. It's just and with a brush, it's just really hard to pick up some indie shadows with a brush if you want like a wabam pigmentation. So you have to pick these up with a brush. You have to use a glitter primer. I originally used the shade Pop Off Pink with just my fingers, and it was like I stayed the night at Airbnb and my lighting was terrible. I was just like putting this on my eyes and I was like, what? What? Where is it? So I think I did a look. I think the way I hit pan on this was that I did a cotton candy moment where I did this on the outer corner and this on the inner corner of my lid, and it made a very beautiful cotton candy moment, which I love. So I think that's how I hit pan on this. But again, you need a glitter primer. You need to dig into your brush. Otherwise, it's kind of underwhelming. I used the shade Champagne Showers. I kind of cheated with this one because I used another discontinued No Bud Shadow Stick. This one might actually still be available. This is in the shade Champagne Crystal. So these are very similar to each other. Very similar. So I used this as a base, did a glitter glue, put this on top. Don't know if I have a picture of it. It was a very beautiful look, but I kind of cheated by doing a shimmery No Bud Shadow Stick underneath. So I kind of cheated with that. But still, if you want, I don't think these are dupes for the Urban Decay Glitter Moon Dust eyeshadows. Last shade is the shade I was most excited for, which was Filthy Rich. I do have a picture of this. Beautiful, beautiful shadow. I don't think these are dupes of anything. I think it was very trendy this year to do very minimal eye makeup, and e.l.f. just wanted something to fall into that category, or just wanted to play into that. e.l.f. doesn't really do eyeshadows. They came out with 10 pans last year, like a revamp of their 10 pans last year, and then I think they did a dupe of the Urban Decay Naked palette that just came out recently, and then they didn't even talk about it. I just saw it on the e.l.f. website as I was working on making a purchase. No, by what? What? I justify everything in my head. Everything. Okay, so that's my finale. That's my final updates for y'all. I want to thank you so much for watching today's video. If you enjoyed this deck of panning project pan from me, stay tuned because I will be doing this next year because it is so much fun. It is a little bit aggravating to do, I'm not gonna lie, it's a little bit aggravating, but still, I always have a good time with this project. So stay tuned for next year. I hope you give this video a subscribe. Would love to hit 600 subscribers by the end of the year. Fingers crossed. I am so close, so close. So please help me on that journey. As always, have joy and bye.